folks, how y'all doing today? Well, long time no see. I've been trying to get some stuff organized and together so I could actually do this. We got a special show for y'all today. Y'all need to stick around with us here for a little bit. We're going to talk. I'm going to go over a few things, viewer questions that I've had, over some stuff. We're going to talk about the malt and when you can get it, how you can get it, and where you can get it. Let me get me a drink. We'll get right into this. Hey folks, told you we had a big show for you today. Well, first thing I want to cover is the camera girl's back. Miss Real Deal's out here with us today. She's feeling a little better. She got out of the house. That's why I've been on hiatus for a little while. She's been kind of down on me and sick. Boy, she's feeling a lot better now, I can tell you that, like a new woman. And we had to take care of some stuff and all that. And we are going to sell some malt right now. Probably start next week, first of next week, taking orders. I've got a thing I'm trying to set up now, kind of like Shopify, where you just go, click on it, take credit cards, debit cards, you know, stuff like that. Then we'll get it shipped right out to you. And shipping rates is on there. I've been struggling with the price on it because corn has went up so much, just like everything else. And I think I'm gonna stick around $4 a pound for regular malt, and then $4.50 a pound for smoked malt. If I have to smoke, it'd be $4.50 a pound. And I think that's what we're going to do. I hope you like my new little setup here. I do. We got a damn good whiskey barrel right there. We're going to be putting some liquor in it, and I was thinking about maybe doing peach brandy in it or something. But then I thought, you know, you guys right here supporting us, watching us every day. Why don't you tell me what you want me to put in that barrel? It's a one-use barrel. It's a bullet bourbon, single barrel. Let's see what your all's ideas is about what to put in that barrel, and we'll get her going. These two of my jars right here, they're probably the oldest jars I've got. I like showing them off some. What we're gonna go over today is the malt. And right now all I have is corn malt, because barley's not really come in yet. The barley I use, I'm gonna show it to you here. It's a little bit different than the barley that you buy. It's a little smaller grain, but I like it a lot better. I've used it for years now. So let's get on into this. What I want to do first is show you how I test for moisture. If I get Miss Real Deal to come in over here, we can look at this corn, and we're gonna go from there. I want to give you a good product. I want to give you something that, you know, that I'm proud of. Now, I don't want you wondering how it was done or where it come from. This is just regular old corn. This is that silage corn that I use right here. And this is it malted. This is malted corn here. And what I try to do is I want to get it down below a certain percentage of moisture before I ever grind it. I want to make sure you get a good product that's going to last for a while. Now what this thing right here is it's a moisture tester. It's a grain moisture tester. I used it on combine stuff and I was running grain. That's all it is, Agritronics grain moisture tester. Right here on the side, you got corn, wheat, soybeans, oats, barley, canola, whatever. And I've done got it set to number 1, which is corn, 5 to 21%. So on this unmalted corn, we just take it and we just fill this up. Like it right there, even with the top. Screw the lid back on it. And then right here on the front, I just hit the power button. It's going to tell me it's already on setting number 1. And then it's just going to spell out run because it's running. It's testing the moisture. Then it's going to give us a moisture reading on that corn. That corn right there is 14.8%. And, you know, a lot of places won't even buy that stuff, like your co-ops or your grain mills or something, unless it's under 15. I know a lot of places have big dryers that'll dry it, and they'll buy high moisture corn. Let's check this malt. This malt's been sitting for a little while, so it may draw some moisture. We did have a whole bunch of rain the other day. Let's see what it does. Let's hit our power button again. This right here is just part of doing my job right, making sure that I'm ensuring you a good product. That's all I want to do, is make sure you get a good product. See, it's 11.8. I'm happy with that. Anything under 12, I'll grind for malt. If it's above 12, I won't grind it. I have to let it dry some more. And but it's 11.8%, so that's perfect for me. It'll grind good, it'll store good, which we vacuum seal all of our malt, so you got a fresh product when you get it. On our different grinds that we're going to offer, you could buy it whole like this if you want to. This is a coarse grind. See, it's pretty coarse. This right here's a medium grind. You can see it's got a little bit more. And this is a fine grind. That's just fine powder, almost like cornmeal. And to be honest with you, I use the fine grind because I don't add my malt until I add my yeast at the end. So I kind of like it like that's a good nutrient. This is my barley that I use. As you can tell, it's a little bit smaller grain. It's still in the husk right there. I sprout it in the husk because it's such a small grain. But you won't believe it's barley. But we'll have barley coming pretty soon once they start combining. This is more of a southern variety of barley that's grown in the south, and I really like it. Now, if you want the corn, and if you want to pre-order or whatever, just get in touch with me, and I'll put you in touch with Miss Real Deal, and she'll get you down on that, because I really want to get the site up, the website, where you just go to it and click on it and buy what you need. I'm just trying to give y'all a good heritage malt. There's nothing out there that's like this on the market, because most of it you buy is kiln dried. It's just sprouted, and then they put it in the kiln and dry it overnight and it's done. Well, this is all sprouted out in the open. It gets all the bees and the pollen and the yeast on it, and then when I dry it, it just takes all that in, and I dry it out in the sun, out in the open in the sun, and it just dries all that goodness right onto that kernel. It's just a superior malt in my book. So if y'all want some of that, I'm going to have a link up probably by the end of the week where you can click on it and order it. Now, we're probably going to put some t-shirts and stuff on there too. You know, if you want a Real Deal t-shirt, or the name of our malting company is Sticky Creek Malt, we're going to do a t-shirt like that. I'm just trying to find somebody that can do them. You know, t-shirts and barbecue and liquors, just like everything else, anybody could do it, but very few people do it good. And that's what I'm running into around here. Everybody can do a t-shirt, but not everybody can do what I need them to. And I just want you to be able to click on it, and they see that and make your shirt and ship it out to you. We might do some other things on there from time to time, and we're just going to go from there. But Sticky Creek Malting Company is finally fixing to start selling some malt. We've had to jump through some hoops and bend over backwards and everything to get this done. So, but Miss Real Deal, she's helped me out on it, and she gets up here, she'll help me. Guys, we had a dead battery, so I had to come back and redo this. On our viewer questions, I want to go over that because I really want to touch base with y'all whenever y'all ask me something. So on what yeast I use, I don't use turbo yeast. I don't use DADY. I just use that right there. It's called Red Star Active Dry Yeast. That's what I use. You can get 12% liquor out of that. It's awesome stuff. It works great. You don't have no aftertaste. I've used it for probably 30 years. I had another question about the cooling system on my condenser. I call it a flake stand, which, I mean, that's what I've always noted by, is you want your water coming in the bottom. Make sure you have a good wide open flow at the bottom, and make sure you get rid of it at the top. You want this condenser flake stand to be as cold as possible, so it can condense all the alcohol that it possibly can. You run a hot flake stand, it's gonna be hot liquor. I don't care what they say on TV. Run as cold as you can. Another thing I've seen is y'all using black tape on your caps and not putting nothing on top of it. That's dangerous, guys. Stop doing that. The black tape just don't hold as good as a good paste. Learn how to make some flour paste or something. And I use these blocks. It's about 8 pounds a piece. I use 2 of them on top with my flour, and I take oatmeal and I grind oatmeal real fine. I use oatmeal in my flour. I hope that answered some of y'all's questions. Miss Real Deal, she's still hanging in here with me. That's awesome. We love seeing her here. What I'm gonna leave y'all with is help somebody, and always help when you can. Always remember that. Always help when you can. So, well, for now, guys, we're going to sign off. We love you. What you top knot. We'll see you soon.